Hi everyone, this is Lori. Thank you so much for joining me again on this Wednesday, and I hope you're having a lovely day. I have a couple of very easy little embellishments to make, little Christmas embellishments, and they're perfect for handing out if you're a member of a club or a group, or even if you want to remember the cashier that is always so nice to you when you come through her line, or the postman, anything or anyone you can give these to. And these are little Debbie brownies, and they're wrapped in a glassine bag, and you can make these without a printer, and I'll show you exactly how I put these together. Okay, so we'll be making some beautiful little treat holders, and of course you can use this Christmas embellishment on anything you'd like, from gift bags to giant candy bars that are wrapped, all kinds of things, but this particular embellishment is done without a printer. So I'm going to be using the Little Debbie Snowflake brownies. These are just regular brownies with white icing. You can also use the little Christmas tree brownies with the green icing, and also the individually wrapped little gingerbread man cookies that they have. So the only thing that I did try with this that didn't work was the Nutty Buddies. The Nutty Buddies were a little bit too tall for the glassine bags that I'm using. Okay, so that's just a little bit of info there. Now, I started to order my nesting star dies from Temu, but I really needed them much sooner, so I ordered these off Amazon instead. And these were $5.40. They cut beautifully, and as you can see, all different kinds of shapes. The one that I used was the 4-inch. Let me move it over here so I can get it. And as you can see, it has little stitching on it, like that. The shipping was free too on the $5.40 because I have Amazon Prime. Now, if you have a cuddle bug like I have, or some other type of hand crank type of die cutting machine, then that's great. But if you don't, you can still order these and just use these as a template. You can trace like this, and then cut it out. So even if you don't have a printer, and even if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can use these still as a template. So I'm going to be putting a link to this on my blog, and anything else that I use today that you would like the link for. Okay, so it should be on my blog, and when you open up my page, you'll see it. The project will be right there. Okay, so I'm setting this aside, and we'll be back. Okay, so with my cuddle bug, I used the 4-inch star, and that's 4 inches from point to point, like that. Now, I always like the white in the front because I think that it makes whatever you have in the front really pop. And for the background color, I just tried to coordinate with the item that I was using. So I have my little 4-inch stars here, and I grabbed these 2 tags, and the Santa shaped one and the gingerbread one, and of course they have these at Hobby Lobby. They have all these different shapes and big packages that you can buy. Right now I think they're 50% off, so I wanted to give you that info. So I'm just going to cut off the string at the top of the tag. Now you might think, well, what are we going to do, because there's a hole right there. Well, obviously, we can't have that hole That would mess up the whole thing. But I'll show you what I did after this step. Now, I'm sure if you've been following me for any time, you know about my holographic star sheet. I use it a lot. But I have to tell you, it really makes this pop. So that's what I'm going to be covering these with today. I'll show you the difference. So I was using some double-sided tape and sticking my thumb to it and then doing this to open it. But today I'm just opening it without the tape. We'll see how this works, huh? There we go. It worked. Now I'm going to lay this down and then place our little Santa on here. And then I'm going to take my little scissors and I'm going to cut around it. I'm going to turn it this way when I'm actually cutting it. You can see it better that way. And then I'm going to do the same thing for our little gingerbread man. Let me do it this way. Yeah. Okay. And this is such a nice little project when you want to give something, a little something to someone. You can throw a few peppermint candies in the bag along with these brownies. Okay, and then see, we've got the gingerbread man, and it really brings it to life. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little sharp scissors from Timu, and I'll cut some of this off camera because I don't want you to have to sit here and watch me cut. But as you can see, I've turned this upside down, and I'm cutting from the back side and not the front. It's easier. Just a lot easier. So I'm going to go all the way around and then cut the little tiny pieces if I missed any, okay? When I have both of them cut out, I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I cut these out and they're all sparkly. So now what I did was I glued this little holly leaf. It's a 3D holly leaf sticker from Hobby Lobby. I didn't pay this price. I paid half that price, and as you can tell, I've used a lot of these. So I covered the hole using that. So now we're going to do the same thing with this gingerbread. Let me get some Fabri-Tac here. Put a little bit on the back, and I'm just going to place it right there. I'm going to let it dry. Alright, so it doesn't slide around. Now, the next thing we're going to do are the stars. Now, I always like the white star to be on the front because whatever you put on that, it really makes it pop. So what I'm going to do is turn the white star over, and I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac again, and I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac here in the middle. Okay, not on the arms of the star, just in the middle. And I'm going to place it like this where you can see the background star, and in this case the red star. You can see the arms poking out, so I just want to make sure that I have everything nice and straight, okay? And you can probably see what you're doing a lot better if you stand up and look directly down at the star, okay? So we're going to do the same thing with a star for the gingerbread. I'm going to put some of that Fabri-Tac here, right in the middle, not on the arms of the star. And then place it like this. Make sure it's nice and even. Alright. And we're going to allow that to dry. Oops, I think I moved it over a little. Okay. So, with the little images, we're not putting glue on the back. We're going to be putting, here, let me close this bottle first. We're going to be using the self-adhesive foam mounts that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. You can buy this in the hardware section at the Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'm going to get a couple of little mounts for each project. Okay, so we're going to do Santa first, I think. So I'll just put this here and put this here. And then peel that adhesive thing off. And the reason why we're doing this is we want Santa to look 3D on this. Okay. There we go. So we've got that part finished. Now we're going to add a little bell to the bottom when we're finished with everything. But I'm going to get a couple of little. Actually, the gingerbread man's a little longer, so I think I'm going to use 3 of these little things. One for the head, one for the middle of the body, and then one here at the very bottom. Trying not to turn this over too much because I don't want this to slip. But let me take the little papers off underneath where I can kind of see without turning it over. Normally I would just let this dry first, but because we're on camera, I'm doing it this way. Okay. So this, I'm gonna place the little gingerbread man right here. Oop, don't want it to slide. Okay, like that. Alright, so I am going to allow these to dry for a little while, then I'm going to come back in and slip a little bell at the bottom, a little tiny bell, and then I'll show you where we'll go from there. Okay, so the little bells I'm using, they are approximately 10 millimeter, okay, and I'm opening up this jump ring, and I was able to do that by hand. So if you don't have any jewelry making tools, you can do that. All right, you can just slip it right on, and we have a little hole punch here. And I'm going to punch a little hole right about here. And actually, you don't even have to have a hole punch. I mean, you could use a needle and it would slip right through. Okay. And the reason why I'm making these bells so small is because I don't want anything heavy hanging on the bottom. Okay? This is little Santa. So for the gingerbread, I'm using a red bell. do the same thing right about here. And you can get the 9mm jump rings that I'm using at Hobby Lobby. They're hanging up, and the brand is called Jewelry Shop. With 2 P's in the word shop. Okay, so we have this. Okay, now this part you don't have to do. It's just if you want to do it. It's totally optional, but I thought it would be kind of fun to take some fake candy here that I got from Temu, and it has some peppermints in it. So I thought it might be cute to put just on the white part of the star. Maybe squeeze a little Fabri-Tac like this. Just right here at the tip. And put some peppermints on there. Did I put any? No, I didn't put any. I might have. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether I put any of this glue on there or not. I think I did. And I did get the candy, the fake candy from Temu. They have it on sale all the time. Pretty much all the time. And you just type in the words fake candy sprinkles and you'll see it. They do have this on Amazon too, but they charge a whole lot more. Okay, here we go. I just think it adds a little something extra to this. Okay, so I'm going to set Santa aside, and I'm going to do the same thing on the gingerbread man, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we're going to be using these glassine sacks, and you can buy these on, I believe, Temu and also Amazon. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby, and they are 4 inches by 6 1/4 inch. Okay, and you can get these in white as well, but I'm just using the brown today. Now, I'm going to set these aside very quickly, and we'll be using them any minute now. But I'm going to take out a brownie. Our little Debbie snowflake brownies. We're going to slide it into this bag. Like that. And we're going to fold over the top. Like that. And then we're going to be using washi tape to close this. And I bought this washi tape, I believe, from Temu. And I think it was at least a year ago, if not 2. Okay. So we have that, and that just makes it extra cute. Okay, like that. So now we're going to place our embellishment right here. And I believe I used a foam mount for that. And I'm only using one. Right here on the back, right in the middle. And then I'm peeling this off. I'm holding the bag up a little bit so I can see that I'm doing this exactly where I want it, gently, gently tap. Don't press down real hard because of the brownie in it, but just gently. And it sticks really well. It's a super glue brand. But isn't that cute? And these would make adorable gifts if you have quite a few people to give a little something to. Maybe you are a member of some kind of group or club. Yeah, these would be a really cute way of saying I'm thinking of you. And we're going to do the little gingerbread man too, of course. So I'm going to take out another one of these sacks. And for those of you who don't know, glassine is spelled G-L-A-S-S-I-N-E, sacks. So if you're looking them up and you've never heard of them before, then that's the way they're spelled. Not that you couldn't have figured that out on your own, but sometimes people ask me questions like that. I had mentioned about bales in one of my video tutorials, and I got a lot of questions from people wanting to know how to spell bales because they were looking it up as B-A-L-E-S, and it's spelled B-A-I-L-S. So I don't take it for granted that everybody knows these things, you know. So Peaches, Peach. I'm sorry, it's my cat making noise on the cat scratcher. Peaches. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. Sorry about that. Okay, so for the little gingerbread man, let's see what might look good with that. That might look cute. I'm going to use this particular washi tape. I'm going to cut the end part off first, though. Okay, and then got glue strings hanging from my fingers. Oh my gosh. And this is also Timu. Do I have that straight? Probably not. Nope. I gotta get this glue off my fingers. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Let's try that one again, okay? Okay. Okay. And that's a little better. I'm going to just cut this off and then turn it over to cut off the end part. Be careful not to slice into your bag. Not that that's ever happened to me before. Okay, there we go. Now I can put this on here. And this is the type of thing where you can work on these embellishments during the summertime. Very gently press. There's a brownie in there. Okay. And then, so this is what we have. And I think they turned out really cute. So tell me what you think. And give me some ideas down below in the comments section. Would you like to see a different type of folder or a different type of embellishment? So I hope you really enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, sticking with me. And God bless each and every one of you. Have a very Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.